What is up everyone, this is Nakin and it's my ice DPS part 2 after the update. Now you guys know that a lot has changed after the update, so I figured I'd put up a new ice DPS guide. So yes, it's something which I use and something which works for me, so feel free to add your own personal touch instead of copying the loadout completely. So I'll just keep it quite short and simple. I'll just get straight to the point. Alright, now let's see. My loadout goes like my first power is Winter Tempest. It's every effect damage, and it power interactions are like hit inflicts frostbite to make enemies vulnerable to freezing effects. And resonating gale, it adds damage over time if the enemies if they got frostbite. So, and the third power is Bitter Winds. It inflicts frostbite, and it's similar to the gadget's Syro Field. Yeah, I think it's called Syro Field. And face dodge. Now this is my scissors. Now why I call this my scissors is I use this to snip every power. Now I will explain in a while how I use that, but yeah. My fifth is Ice Bash. You guys know what it is. It adds like a damage over time each time you hit with each time you strike with your weapon, and it also grants chill effects. Now back then, before the update, a lot of people didn't like the chill effect because there was some kind of animation delay, but right now chill effect is beneficial, so that's why I got both Ice Bash and Reflection, which adds chill effects. So yeah, and you get like a 7% critical strike chance, I guess. Yeah, and my sixth power is Reflection. Now Reflection, the power damage up front has been decreased, but I still use it to clip powers and extra protection, while extra upfront damage as well. Now how I use these powers is really important. So each time I start with a power and I always end with face dodge. Now my weapon of choice is staff. Now why I use staff is quite simple. It's just my personal preference. You could use any other weapons if you like, but my choice is staff. Now I always start with power, but I always end with face touch. Now that's really important. You really gotta remember it. Like you can always go like 3 powers at once. Now as eyes, you really wanna keep up the upfront burst damage. So let's see, I always go like my weapon attacks, then I always clip the now there's a little trick with staff. Now this credit goes to Disaster Piece from my league. He's the one who gave me this tip. Now with staff, it's really mobile, so like a lot of people just go tap tap, hold, tap. They don't know that they don't move around, it's just fixed. But you can actually move around at the first hold. Like, see, watch. Oops. As you can see, the every effect moves along as you jump. So what you want to do is tap tap tap, hold and jump, and then tap. So it's really you could cover a lot of area with that move. So that is one of the reasons why I use staff. Like, yeah, so you just make sure you press jump at the first hold, and you gotta move with your arrow keys to the designated place you want it to be. And alright, now I'll just get straight to the point. Yeah, now always start with a power and always end with face dodge. Now that's really important. Always start with the power and end with face dodge. You can always go like 2 powers like Winter Tempest, Ice Bash and face dodge. That's how I usually start, but it depends on the situation. I mean, I don't have a rotation. I just use it to my benefit. So yeah. So what I normally do is go. I mean, like, as you can see, that's a lot of burst damage. Yeah, it uses a lot of power as well, but it's really worth it. So yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's a really short guide on ice DPS. It's really because, yeah, I'm just giving it short and simple because I'm really tired right now. But maybe perhaps a bit later I'll provide a much more detailed ice DPS guide. But yeah, enjoy.